And we are in for a real treat today at Right Side Broadcasting Network Live with country legend Lee Greenwood, who just received the Horatio Alger Award in Washington, D.C. Sir, please share with us what that award is all about and how it relates to your wonderful and astounding career.
Thank you very much for asking. Horatio Alger is a wonderful society, and I've known about it for a long time. Established first in 1947 to give scholarships to the very underprivileged, not just underprivileged, challenged. For someone who's had a very difficult life and have no chance at college or higher education, this is a place where we can uplift those young kids, those scholars we call them, and give them a chance at a higher learning, whether or not it's college or not, that's their choice. And now being as an inductee and a lifetime member, I'll have my own responsibility in order to nominate, find those students who actually need uplifting and take them out of adverse conditions and bring them into reality. I've heard so many stories since I've been there, and this week has been absolutely uplifting for me as well. All the performances at DAR Hall, for the many times we put the medal on and talked about how much it means to us. And now to describe, as we move forward, what our responsibilities are with Horatio Alger is actually very moving.
You've devoted so much of your career and your life to these great things, using music to uplift the American spirit, of course, with your legendary God Bless the USA. We saw last week that President Trump committed to an executive order really to attack the bots that sometimes keep people from attending these beautiful concerts. Of course, Kid Rock was with him in the Oval Office for that. Just some of your thoughts, Mr. Greenwood, on really streamlining these costs, because it's really put Vivid Seats, Ticketmaster, some others on the back burner, and people, of course, upset when they can't see their favorite artists in person.
Well, not just concerts, but America's sport, baseball. I don't know what the last time you took your kids to a baseball game or whatever, but it gets out of sight. And I know that that's a business and they have to run it for baseball or football or ice hockey or whatever it is. But concerts are actually above and beyond that. If you go to most of the arenas that have some of the largest acts in the country, and I have to give Taylor Swift a little bit of plug on how well she's actually attacked the Ticketmaster and not let them scalp her tickets beyond what is reasonable. People are fans. They are fans of mine, and they get to come to see concerts. I just feel it's not fair to us, no fair to the public, in order to take something that is a reasonable ticket to come and see an artist, charge double and triple, because it's not going to deter the fans to come. They're just going to have to pay more, and it just is so unfair. So congratulations to the president. I thank for getting involved, and my friend, of course, Kid Rock, which I talked to last night, he had a performance here in Nashville at the Ryman. So I'm like, yeah, we're all on the same page here.
And we all love visiting Music City, whether it is for bachelor and bachelorette parties, but also a wonderful place to raise a family as well. I love, personally, Franklin, Tennessee is one of my favorites, and our thoughts and prayers with everyone with the storms in Western Tennessee, of course, Auburn, Alabama, our home studio, seeing some of that weather over the last 48 hours, but we have a lot of that happening here. Speaking of music and the creative process, of course, President Trump is the chairman of the Kennedy Center, and that recent thing took place where you were going to perform there, but then some unions got involved, and it would have cost something around $30,000, if I'm not mistaken, to move a piano. So sadly, that had to be canceled. What are some of your thoughts not only on the Kennedy Center, but having President Trump now chairing that great foundation in order to make music great again?
Yes. So I'm at the dais, and just in a horseshoe, with all of the newly appointed trustees. There are 32 of us now. And the president joined us for the meeting, the new chairman. The ambassador is next to him. There's another lady there. And then the chief of staff, Susan Wise, is next to me. And I didn't quite hear it. As they brought in the press, the president took an opportunity to turn to me real quickly and address me about this issue of me performing. And I knew that I had been asked, and I had the head of entertainment call me and said, I think the boss may want you to sing. I said, fine, find me a piano if I need it. And so when he said the issue about, hey, Lee, they want $30,000, I thought he said, I was charging him $30,000 to sing, which is actually ridiculous because I've never done that. I was singing for him for free forever. And but it turned out to be that the union actually wanted to have 6 people move the piano from where it was, which is about probably 40 feet, to the center of the stage and in the middle of this horseshoe, and then get some production up with a couple of mics. And I didn't need all that. But I think it was just making a point that it seemed like a little bit ridiculous that you probably could have done that for whatever the minimum the union could charge for $400 or $500 a piece. So I would have paid that just to let me sing for them. But anyway, the boss said, we'll have you do this again later. And it's not an issue, so don't worry about it.
Well, a funny story there for sure. Now, Oklahoma is in focus because you are working on an initiative with the state superintendent in order to share Bibles in every classroom and in turn get the Bible back into public, private, and homeschooling institutions. Can you update us on that very noble work?
So I'll just kind of show you that this is the Bible we're talking about. It says Holy Bible, and it says God Bless USA under it because I endorse it, and the handwritten lyrics for God Bless USA are in it. But more importantly, what is in this Bible is the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and we included the Pledge of Allegiance as well. I believe every student needs to know how this country got started. And people came here not to escape faith on the Mayflower, but they came here bringing their faith with them. I consider this a Christian nation. So in doing so, and President Trump, of course, has endorsed this same Bible, and it's available on godblessusa.com, by the way, to pick up your version. We even have one for Easter that's coming out with a pink version. I thought that might be kind of interesting. But the schools in Oklahoma, as well as several other states, has asked that this particular Bible be in the classrooms. I totally agree, and I congratulate the superintendent of schools in Oklahoma and Congressman Ryan for letting us do this. I'm pleased as punch.
Such a noble effort because we see President Trump actually putting the Declaration of Independence in the Oval Office. What does that mean to you, not only as a personal friend of the president, but as this true servant leader, the 47th Commander-in-Chief, so committed to those founding documents? As you said, Lee, it's not about separation of church and state, running away from religion, as the far left has tried to share that revisionist history, but rather the founders of this nation birthed this constitutional republic, claiming and glorifying that these are God's inherent rights that have been bestowed upon us as citizens of this great nation.
You know, we fought for our right to be free. The Revolutionary War was bloody. It was brother against brother. The development of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence put everybody at peril who actually brought that to bear against England and was a superpower at that time. So this republic has to move on and on. And anybody who's a constitutionalist, if I may use that word, anybody who believes in the Constitution or Declaration of Independence, that's what we have to refer to. And I would remind everyone of the Supreme Court, every time that they judge a case, use the Constitution as a basis for that. Don't use some popular opinion. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, is a patriot. I know him very well. I like him so very much. He is a warm, genuine individual that believes in people. There's a lot of things he's done for people you would never know about, who has been so benevolent and as an entrepreneur has dedicated his time and resources, not just to underprivileged and people who deserve it, but also to make this country great again. And I compliment him for this particular endeavor. Keep the Declaration of Independence in his office.
Such a privilege to speak to you, Lee Greenwood, the country music superstar, live from Nashville, Tennessee. Where can we find your latest projects and perhaps your latest music as you continue to really make a great difference, not only through your music, but through your philanthropy?
Well, thank you very much. Go to our website, leegreenwood.com. Of course, GodBlessTheUSABible.com will contain our Bible, but it'll also give the new rock version of God Bless the USA, which hit the #1 of the rock charts last month. Proud of that. And all of the things that we do for our soldiers, and that's building homes for wounded warriors. And I'll give Helping a Hero a plug is what we do. And so go to leegreenwood.com or godblessusa.com to find the Bible. Thank you.
Happy Easter to you, Mr. Lee Greenwood. Thank you so much. A true privilege to speak with you here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. Look forward to having you again in the near future. And of course, that wonderful gift for Easter. Thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah, it's pink. Guys, get this for your wife.
Yes, it's a good gift for the ladies for sure.
Thank you,
sir.
Happy Easter.